China just hit back hard, jacking tariffs on U.S. goods from 34% all the way to 84%. That's not just a number. This could be the spark that ignites the biggest economic showdown of our generation. You're not just watching history, you're living it. The question is, are you ready? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's story isn't just for the economists or policy junkies. This one hits home. Whether you're buying groceries, driving a truck, investing in the market, running a business, or even scrolling through TikTok ads, what just happened between China and the US could directly impact your wallet, your job, your freedom, and even your future. That's why you need to watch till the very end of this video. Because what's coming isn't just about numbers, it's about power, control, and survival in a new world economy. Let's rewind for a second. Trade wars aren't new. We've seen tariffs fly back and forth between countries before, but never at this scale. The US just increased tariffs on Chinese imports to 104%, essentially saying, we don't want your products unless you pay a massive entry fee. And China, they clapped back, instantly ramping up tariffs on all US goods to a staggering 84%. That's not just retaliation. That's economic warfare. So why does this matter? Because these two nations, China and the US, represent nearly half the world's GDP. They're deeply entwined in everything: manufacturing, shipping, technology, agriculture, even your smartphone. So when they start battling each other like this, it shakes the entire global economy. Now, I want you to imagine this. You walk into Walmart or order something on Amazon. Suddenly, that product that used to cost $20 is now $32, not because it's fancier or upgraded, but because of taxes at the border. Companies that rely on Chinese components, from Tesla to Apple to tiny mom-and-pop shops, are now scrambling to find alternatives or eat the cost. That means layoffs, slower innovation, higher prices, and pressure on American consumers like never before. But it's not just the U.S. feeling it. Over in China, companies that export soybeans, cars, and even tech services from the U.S. now face 84% import tariffs. This discourages trade, creates supply chain bottlenecks, and inflates domestic prices, creating a ripple effect that affects billions of people. And don't even get me started on Wall Street. Investors are panicking. Markets are volatile. Big corporations are rethinking their supply chains. You'll hear phrases like decoupling, reshoring, or economic nationalism. But at the core, it's fear. Fear that this time, the trade war won't just be a skirmish, it'll be a long, brutal conflict. So, what's really going on behind the scenes? Some analysts say this is all part of a strategy, especially as elections loom in the U.S. Strongman moves, economic protectionism, and nationalism tend to play well in political campaigns. But the risks, they're enormous. If other countries start picking sides, if allies like the EU or Japan get caught in the crossfire, or if international bodies like the WTO can't contain the fallout, we could be looking at a full-blown trade Cold War. And let's be honest, neither country wants to look weak. China sees this as an attack on its growth, pride, and global influence. The U.S. sees it as standing up against unfair practices, intellectual property theft, and economic manipulation. But when both sides double down, nobody wins. It's like two people holding a grenade and waiting to see who blinks first. So now you're probably asking, okay, but what can I actually do about this? I'm just one person. Well, here's the truth: you have more power than you think. 1. Stay informed. Don't just trust headlines. Understand how policy changes like this affect your job, your purchases, and your investments. 2. Be smart with your money. This is the time to revisit your budget, reduce unnecessary spending, and maybe even look into side hustles that aren't tied to global supply chains. 3. Watch where you invest. Diversification is key. Tariff wars often lead to market volatility, so spreading your money across different sectors, and countries can protect your savings. 4. Speak up. This is your economy too. Engage in the conversation. Vote for leaders who understand the global impact of protectionism and advocate for fair, balanced trade. 5. Help others understand. If you found value in this video, don't just like it, share it. Send it to a friend, a coworker, your family group chat. Start a real conversation. This isn't just a China versus U.S. story. It's a warning sign for every citizen on the planet. We are standing at the edge of a new era where global alliances are shifting, prices are rising, and trade isn't just about goods. It's about power. Will we adapt and innovate or collapse under economic pressure? The choice is ours, but only if we wake up now. Smash that like button if you learned something new today. Drop a comment below. Do you think this trade war is justified, or is it just reckless politics? And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button and join the tribe. We break down world events that actually matter to you. Thanks for watching, and remember, information is power, but action changes everything. Stay sharp, stay informed, stay ahead.